Earls here. Thanks for coming on today's episode. This week, like every week, I'll be talking about natural living and healthy tips that will get you to rethink how you live and what products or habits you can easily change to better your life. So let's get started. Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great week this week. Well, our topic today is easy homemade pizza sauce. Now, who doesn't love a great pizza sauce? Nobody I know. Whether you live in Italy, Ireland, the United States, or any other country, I'm betting you have a favorite pizza joint you frequent often. There's just something so flavorful and down to earth when you bite into a well-made pizza spread on your choice crust. Now the thin or chewy dough melts in your mouth as all of your favorite toppings are combined, leaving your mouth watery and ready for the next bite. That is, if your pizza sauce passes the test. Without the right base, a pizza can taste like a wet cardboard. Since we don't want that happening, we're going to make you a pro at sauce making. Full of fresh yet simple ingredients, this recipe will have people coming to your house instead of the local pizza place. Ready for the directions and the recipe? All right, let's get started. So, prepping your tomatoes. If you have your own garden, then gather the number of tomatoes you want to process or buy them from a farmer's market or store. Now wash them and place them in a bowl or your sink. Next, set up your processor in the bowls to catch the discarded skin/seeds and the tomato juice and pulp that you've processed. Now, next you want to empty your processed tomatoes into a measuring cup to determine the amount you have. Now, you guys, if you're not doing it from scratch, just start at this point with your, tomato, your base tomato products, okay? So next, you want to measure the tomato product in the pot you will be using to can. Feed your seeds and skins to your chickens, pigs, or throw them in the trash. Now that you have your tomatoes prepped, here's the recipe. Again, if you want to start at the very beginning, I'm going to take you from very beginning of prepping all the way through canning. If you're just in the middle where you just want the recipe, that's on here too. And or if you want to make it fresh but not necessarily process your own tomatoes, just go to the store and buy the cans. But you can find all the pictures and everything if you go to heatherearls.com/pizza sauce or pizza sauce recipe. Okay, you guys, let's keep going. So the ingredients, I used 40 pounds of tomatoes and Roma tomatoes, 1.5 tablespoons lemon juice per pint jar, half fresh basil, half cup fresh parsley, 2 cups chopped onions, 10 cloves of minced garlic, 4 teaspoons salt, and 4 teaspoons of olive oil. So first you want to peel and mince your garlic. Then you're going to chop your onions. Now you're going to heat your olive oil, onions, garlic, and the salt in a saucepan on medium heat until the onions are translucent, about 6 minutes. You want to stir the entire time so you don't burn them. Next, you're going to add that to the tomato mixture, which should already be kind of heating on your stove. Next, you're going to be adding the half cup basil, half cup parsley to your tomato puree and bring it to a boil while stirring often. Once boiling, reduce heat to medium-high and cook for another 60 to 90 minutes without a lid. Again, stir often so it does not scorch. You're trying to thicken the mixture here. When your allotted time is up, the sauce will have reduced by half. Determine your cooking time on whether you like your sauce thin or thick. Now, once your pizza sauce is finished, you can serve it fresh, you can freeze it in gallon bags, or you can can it, which I'm going to keep going, and we're going to be canning your pizza sauce. So turn your oven to the lowest setting. Mine will go down to 175 degrees. You want to prep your canning area. Prepping includes cleaning your jars and heating them in a pot of water on your stove. Bringing a small pan of water to a boil, then you turn it off and then add your lids. Have your rings, a small washcloth, your magnet, and your jar clamp all sitting on a towel waiting. The towel helps prevent the filled hot jars from sliding on your countertops as you're trying to put the ring around it. You also want a funnel and a ladle. Now, once you have everything set up and your lids and jars are hot, you are ready. So next, you're going to pour 1.5 tablespoons of that lemon juice into each jar before you fill it. Now fill the jar, leaving a 1/2 inch headspace from the top. You want to wipe the top of the jar clean, removing any spilled sauce. And then using your magnet, grab a lid from your small pot and place it on your jar. Then you screw on your ring until it's snug. Next, place each jar as you fill them in your warmed oven. And then once all your jars are filled, place them in your dishwasher on a regular cycle, heated dry. Now, you guys, a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't can in a dishwasher. It doesn't create a good seal. Well, it does. It actually does a better job than if you're doing anything that has high acidity in it, that you're going to can on the stove in a hot water canner, not a pressure canner, but a hot water canner. You can use in your dishwasher. And by putting your hot jars in the oven, that's actually going to start sealing your jars first, and then you're going to double up and seal them again in the dishwasher. So it's completely safe. So when your dishwasher cycle is complete, you guys, remove the jars, set them on a towel, and place another dish towel over the top. Keep under a towel until all the jars are sealed, or for 12 hours, and then you're going to store them in a cool, dry place. Now, I have never had anything I've canned in a dishwasher not seal. Most of the time they will seal in the dishwasher. A couple times as I opened up the door and they're exposed to the cold air, it'll seal it then. But otherwise they usually do it while they're still in there. So that's it, you guys. All you need to do now is grab a jar, look up your favorite dough recipe, gather your toppings, bake, and enjoy the fruit of your labor. Again, you guys, if you want to see the pictures to this, it's step by step. It makes it really easy. Just go to heatherearls.com/pizza sauce. All right, love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Urban Wisdom and Natural Living. Tune in next week where I'll broadcast live every Monday morning at 8 a.m. If you miss it live, hold those tears and head on over to my blog, which is heatherearls.com. That's Heather, EARLES.com. There you can have 24/7 access or right here on iTunes. If you want to follow me on social media, you'll find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Have a healthy week.